Is Salem safe? This is a question that I get asked all the time as a relocation specialist real estate agent here in the Salem area of Oregon, helping a lot of clients every year relocate to our beautiful, as you can see with the fall leaves out the window, our beautiful, beautiful area. For today's video, I thought it would be fun to drive through an area of town. This area has some of the worst crime ratings and the worst school ratings in our area. I really wanted to drive through this area to put things into perspective because, like I mentioned earlier, if you're new here, welcome. My name's Mariah. I'm a real estate agent here in the beautiful state of Oregon. My husband Spencer and I have a real estate team here in Oregon, and we get calls, texts, and emails from people like you watching our videos that are thinking about relocating to the area all the time. We totally love it. If that's you, don't hesitate to reach out. I'll put my email address below, and you can email me anytime, and we can get a Zoom call on the schedule. But many of the clients that we work with are relocating to Oregon and have never been to the state before, and many of them don't come here until after they close on the home. And like I said, I get asked all the time from my clients, is this area safe? Is this a good area? Legally, as a real estate agent, there are a lot of gray areas and things I'm just not allowed to say. For example, I can't just say this is a good area, this is a bad area, this area is safe, this is not safe. I can't really use that verbiage. What sounds safe to me might not sound safe to you, and what sounds good to me might not sound good to you. However, what I can do is point you to the facts. And so today, we are going right to the facts, and we are looking at one of the neighborhoods in Salem with the worst crime ratings and worst school ratings. The neighborhood we are currently in is located in the Washington Elementary School District and Waldo Middle School District, which both are a 2 out of 10 as far as ratings go. With that being said, while this is an area of town with the lowest school ratings, it is also an area of town with some of the lowest home prices. Many of our relocation buyers choose to live in either South Salem or West Salem because South Salem and West Salem both have really, low crime rating, they, desirable areas, and both have very high school ratings. However, I really wanted to show this area, this neighborhood, this location for a couple of good reasons. And one of those reasons is because we work with buyers on a very consistent basis, all kinds of buyers, from retiree buyers to, downsizer type buyers to young first-time home buyers with growing families and young children living in their homes. And they choose to live in these neighborhoods. Many of them, the situation is because it's what they can afford. That's the only, way they're able to buy a house here in Salem. Home prices have gone up so much, it's either that, a neighborhood like this, or they just can't buy and they choose to buy anyway and live in a neighborhood like this. But all that to say is that we have so many different types of buyers that choose to live in these neighborhoods, even though compared to other areas in Salem, they might not have as low of crime rating. I really do believe, especially after traveling to different areas and whatnot, that Salem as a whole is a generally safe area. While you could go, that's why I wanted to show you one of the what some people, I'm not saying it's the worst side of town because I can't say that, and I don't believe that anyway, but what some people might say is the worst side of town, I wanted to show you because here in Salem, we're very lucky that our worst side of town is still so much safer than so many other places on all parts of our country. And I know this because I work with clients all the time relocating to our area from many other different places, and they tell me things like, I am fine with living on the highest crime rating, lowest school rating area of town in Salem, because that area of Salem, although it might be known as the least desirable to you guys, is still going to be safer than where I'm coming from. So I just wanted to paint this picture just to show you guys. I really do believe Salem is safe. Yes, we have petty theft. Yes, I think we're known for car theft. Lock your cars, guys. I've had my car broken into before in Salem, different sides of town. However, as far as and obviously crime can happen anywhere, but the point I'm trying to make is that Salem is overall safe. I walk everywhere by myself, even at night. I've never felt unsafe, and there's no area of town where you can't walk down the road alone without being worried about being shot. It's not an area like that. Okay, so very suburban. So as I was saying, we're gonna go drive through this neighborhood. We're really close to the Oregon State Fairgrounds. We're not super far from downtown Salem. Let's just start driving and we'll see what you guys think. All right, guys, our driving tour starts right now. A lot of these homes in this area are going to be rentals. There are actually 2 apartment complexes very, very close to me right now that are, well, most of these are single family homes. There's a few duplexes here and there. There are 2 apartment complexes that are for sale, very small apartment complexes. If anyone is interested in buying an apartment complex, shoot me an email. As you can see, some of the houses could use some love. They're outside, and I'm sure the inside as well could use a little TLC. But it could be a lot worse. The area could be so much worse. One good thing about this specific location is you're going to see a lot of older homes in this neighborhood. One good thing about this specific location is that you are extremely close to I-5. You're very close to Portland Road as well, which is another important, main road in the northeast side of town. When relocating to a new area, I think it's really important to be doing your own research before you decide what side of town is best for you. For a lot of our clients, that means they come to Oregon, check out the different areas, but for most of our clients, they're actually not able to come here until after they close on their home. And so if that's the case, then doing your research by, watching videos like these. I have an entire playlist on my channel of just neighborhood tours, so that will really give you a good feel for what each side of town looks like. There's going to be neighborhood tours of, different parts of North Salem, West Salem, South Salem. You can really compare all the different areas. But what we're seeing right now, where we're at right here, this is just one chunk of Northeast Salem. And again, like I said earlier in the video, this is going to be the side, or one of the sides. There's a couple different areas in North Salem or Northeast Salem, Central Salem, Felony Flats off of Mission Street, that area, that are known for having a little bit higher crime rating and lower school rating, like I mentioned earlier. Although I myself personally don't believe that they are quote unquote unsafe. But this will give you a little bit of a feel for just one of the areas that is maybe known for, not my opinion, but known just in general for not being quite as desirable in Northeast Salem. Northeast Salem as a whole is gonna have the lowest average sale price, so you can definitely get more for your money. And this is only one very, very small part, one very, small area in Northeast Salem. There are actually a handful of beautiful, stunning new construction communities going on in Northeast Salem. If you're wanting new construction, you can get better pricing for these new construction and price ranges that there are no other new or even newer homes anywhere in Salem right now for that price. Like really, really cool. So there's some new construction developments going on in Northeast Salem. There's also some neighborhoods in Northeast Salem, not the ones I'm driving through, but on other parts of this, side of town, where you're gonna just see really, really well taken care of homes that really hold their value. I used to own a home in one and live in one myself. Always, was in Northeast Salem, but great neighborhood. It was actually called the Jan Ray neighborhood. Always felt safe there. So there's definitely going to be a good handful of neighborhoods in Northeast Salem. While it does have the lowest average sale price, you're going to see neighborhoods that are really well taken care of, where homes are, a lot of them, like I said, there's going to be new construction, but there'll also be neighborhoods with older homes that have really held their value and are just really desirable homes and neighborhoods that people want to live in. Northeast Salem, this side of town, it does have the Willamette Town Center, which is a mall, it's kind of turned into an outdoor mall. It used to be an indoor mall. They have a good handful of really great stores there. They have plenty of restaurants, either dine-in or fast food restaurants. Northeast Salem honestly has a ton of chain restaurants. That's really, I would say, the category. Like downtown Salem, you're going to see a lot of really great local locally owned restaurants, some unique flavors, that type of thing. But Northeast Salem has a lot of chains. If you want your Olive Garden, a lot of chain fast food restaurants, like you're gonna see those all in the northeast side of Salem. But like I said, I really wanted to show this particular neighborhood because this is about, I don't want to say as bad as it gets because that sounds really bad, but if we're talking about strictly school ratings and crime ratings, this is not the only, but just one of the neighborhoods that is not known for being that great in those two areas. So I just wanted to show, because in my eyes, based off of places I've been to, especially where I just spent 3 months living in a different country, this is not dangerous. This is not dangerous at all. Like I would feel very comfortable as a woman going on a walk, you know, by myself in this neighborhood. I would live in this neighborhood. I don't think that this is that bad of an area, and that's why I really do think that Salem overall is overall it's generally a safe place. If you are thinking about relocating to Oregon, the very first step is you just shoot me an email, and then I will set up a Zoom call with you, or a phone call if you prefer, and we can talk about the next steps, get you set up with a local lender here in our area, and have you getting home searches sent to you right away, and start doing virtual tours for you, and we'll walk you through the whole process. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. Also, head over to my channel. I have a handful of playlists you might grab value from. And if you're thinking about buying or selling real estate in Salem or anywhere in the surrounding areas, I'd love to work with you. Feel free to reach out anytime, and I'll see you guys next time.